The Dunkirk evacuations, also known as Operation Dynamo in the Second World War, was the evacuation of hundreds of thousands of Allied troops from the beaches of Dunkirk from May 26 to June 4, 1940. Hundreds of civilian vessels would aid in the evacuation of these soldiers. And the sponsor of this video, World of Warships, is holding a strategy card game event to commemorate these ships on the 85th anniversary of these events. World of Warships is a free-to-play game and you can join via the link in the description. Use the invite code Dynamo1940, which will give you 7 days of premium account time, 1,000,000 credits, 500 doubloons, that's the premium currency, the Błyskawica Tier 7 ship, and an Operation Dynamo container. Thanks again World of Warships for sponsoring this video. It's a big help in letting me continue making videos in the way I do. So of course, I went ahead and played some World of Warships. I had some fun ramming straight into enemy ships, fired some very satisfying salvos of torpedoes. I may have run some battleships aground, and launched torpedo bombers from a carrier. The number of ships in this game offered a variety of playstyles, and I really wanted to try ones like ramming other ships with a destroyer. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on larger ships.
I should not have done that, that was stupid.
I learned that the hard way. But first, I'm going to show you what World of Warships did to commemorate the 85th anniversary of the Dunkirk evacuations. The Dunkirk 1940 game mode. The card game. It's a free little card puzzle game that takes a bit of strategy. These cards are mainly composed of the civilian ships involved in the evacuations at Dunkirk, also known as the Little Ships of Dunkirk. So this is the evacuation progress that advances as you gain evacuation points, which ends in the unlocking of this Tier 6 ship. You can get evacuation points from key missions, while supply missions give you supply tokens and other rewards to draw more cards to play with. And as you progress through the game, you will be able to obtain all 30 cards in the deck for free. You can also get a few extra supply tokens through combat missions. You know, by playing World of Warships. But back to the card game, this is my experience playing it.
I want more support tokens. Or I can try a key mission now, I guess. Let's try a key mission. See if it's doable.
So I just drew this card, which has the spotlight and anti-air debuffs that target opposing cards diagonally. In this case, it reduces the enemy fighter's power. By matching these symbols, you can see which debuffs work and which don't.
So this will nerf the fighter for whatever is fighting the fighter. And I don't have anything that should fight the fighter, unfortunately. Everyone's damaged.
Damaged ships, well, do less damage.
You know what? I'm gonna go get more cards. I think that this is not so doable. Let's go get some more supply tokens, shall we?
This minigame just became an optimization game for me. Of course it did.
There we go. I can affect both of them here. Right, because the spotlight is good against mines, and the smoke screen will affect the field artillery. And if I put the sailing yacht here, it buffs everybody. Sailing yacht just buffs everyone around them, I guess. If I do this, it's a bit overkill actually. But the debuff is what saves this cabotage ship. Yeah, I'll save the Canterbury's AA fire for the next one. But yeah, I guess that does it. That's a lot of supply tokens now, and I can use those to buy more cards. Let's draw a card. What is this? Propeller Afterburner. Place a card opposite a card with a matching vulnerability to weaken the enemy. Well, I don't have any cards with that yet. So I will draw this card. Maybe now I can do a key mission. Now that I have more cards. Yeah, maybe not this one. I should go for a different key mission. One that my cards are better off dealing with. Okay, let's go for another key mission instead then. Just gonna keep cycling through these till I find one I can do. There we go. That's what I like to see. The Canterbury is strong enough to deal with field artillery, and it can nerf the fighters and the sea fog. Just enough for the steamboat to win, actually. See, if the passenger ship here goes and smokes and nerfs the motorboat, I can use a tugboat too. Nope, nope, not the tugboat. That is going to die. Will I take the risk? Or should I just repair? Okay, I will just repair. Okay. So I'll use the smoke here. And I'll use the sailing ship here. And I'll repair the paddle tugboat. I'll use one modifier. Fine. Let's see, can I do this one? Ooh, these ships are repairing? Okay, so 20 hours to repair. Smokes. Actually, you know what? I don't like cabotage ship. That's not enough. There's a gap in the middle, so I can't buff other ships.
At this point, I decided that I only wanted the supply tokens. My ships were way more valuable.
What I do to get more cards. Tugboat it is. Let's see if I can do another one of these.
And as part of the optimization game, I have to min-max who lives and who dies.
Who do I sacrifice? I think that's an okay deal. I'll take the risk with 85% win. Let's go. Okay. And I lost the ship. It blew up. Sea fog destroyed the ship. Let's collect rewards. What are these? Free draw. I can draw more cards? I can draw more cards! Oh my god, this has 162 total power though. Anti-air, depth charges. You know, this is a destroyer. My fleet has been resupplied with actual military boats. What? Drift? What? What? The drifting mine is weak to AA fire. Was flak used for blowing up naval mines?
Does anyone have an answer for this? Because I can't find anything online.
You know, this ship and this ship are both, this and this are both nerfing the bomber, so I might as well just dump a tugboat to defeat a bomber. Alright, looks like that works. I don't lose any ships. All good, I get the evacuation points. There we go. And now his evacuation points add up here for more rewards. Another free draw. I must use this wisely. Now let's go for damage.
I sacrificed the tugboat
Goodbye, paddle tugboat.
and saved my next free draw just in case I needed it to get a specific ship for a certain key mission.
Let's just go overkill and send a destroyer at the mine.
I sacrificed yet another tugboat. I promise I don't have any personal vendetta against tugboats.
Goodbye, tugboat. See ya in 20 hours. Oh,
The map brought out more missions after completing the first set.
I need a new card. Maybe it's time to start getting buffs. Okay, I'll get another sailing barge. Why not?
I'd quickly regret taking the sailing barge.
The buff is not enough to beat a fighter plane. Maybe not this supply mission. I need to do a different one. I'm running out of ships to deploy. Worth. Now I can draw another card. Yep, let's go. I missed damage. I need damage.
Now armed with new ships, I returned to the key mission that I couldn't complete.
Yeah. Okay.
I learned my lesson after the sailing boat fiasco.
I want straight up damage. Can I still get 23 supply tokens in any mission?
After a while, I really had to admit my mistake.
This sailing barge sucks. Yeah, I am just gonna have to risk it for the biscuit.
I decided to take a gamble. I couldn't guarantee victory for every single one of my ships. If it fails, I'm done for the day.
Oh, okay. That's a defeat. My deck is full of damaged ships now, and I can't draw a card.
I figured out that I could still get another card, but I'd have to lose all my boats.
Give me another card. Ah, such a card gremlin. Oh man, they're weak. I only have the Wakeful and the Aronia. Everything else is being repaired, and I need to wait 20 hours to get them back. Alright, I guess I'll have to come back tomorrow.
And I mean, one could play some World of Warships while waiting. I did play some lower tier ships against bots, and while I could take out bots the regular way, I developed a strange addiction to diving them. It probably wasn't healthy. Ramming ships did feel pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie.
Get out of my way, son!
But eventually, I did unlock some ships with torpedoes, then it got real interesting. Landing torpedo hits is one of the most satisfying things in this game. Of course though, the enemy also had torpedo destroyers.
Hey, we traded.
We sunk an enemy destroyer.
Ramming and torping at point blank range probably isn't the healthiest of habits.
We're flooding quickly. Enemy cruisers sunk.
But you just gotta hear the sound of those torpedoes crunching into the enemy hull.
Off to a great start. Deactivate.
And of course, I did some games involving some much larger boats.
I should not have done that. That was stupid. That's a battleship. Why did I try ramming into it with a destroyer?
But I do absolutely love the views you can have when you're down.
Oh, there's free cam. Foxhole needs this. Holy, that's beautiful.
And I took my time to appreciate the wildlife in this world of warships.
Are those birds? Oh my god, those are birds. Oh my god, are those dolphins? Military dolphins, I'm telling you.
Once I was being put up against more and more human players, the strategy of diving in with a destroyer became rather difficult. Then I moved on to something bigger. The Japanese super battleship, the Yamato.
Oh my god, torps. Oh. Oh no. Ah!
Ship is on fire.
Freaking aircraft carrier somewhere.
Past me, there is no enemy carrier right now.
Aircraft carriers are what sunk the Yamato before, right?
Torpedoes to stop.
Oh no, the torpedo bombers got me.
Nope, those were torpedoes from a destroyer.
Well, at least I'm historically accurate.
No you're not. I then tried the aircraft carriers.
Okay, so there's attack aircraft, torpedo bombers, and just regular bombers.
When I was a kid, I really loved aircraft carriers, so I don't know why I never played a single game wherein you can actually control an aircraft carrier.
Is this just one aircraft? Oh no, there we go. Gotta launch them one at a time, like a real deal.
Waiting instructions.
So if I press left click, oh, I don't know if I can fight. Can I fight other aircraft?
Those are actual fighter aircraft. I'm in trouble.
How do I fire? Oh no. Yep, I may have scuffed that quite a bit.
Eventually, I did manage to reach other ships to try and sink them.
Oh, hit.
Again, not really. Eventually, I did start to have slightly more successful bombing runs.
I'm gonna get greedy. Yes, I'm gonna get greedy. I'm gonna be greedy as heck. Come on.
I tried the attack aircraft too, especially in a scouting role.
Destination reached.
And, of course, the torpedo bombers.
Oh, a hit. Yes, finally.
So then I eventually tried going back to the battleships, starting with the Iowa class, and I immediately almost rammed into another battleship.
We were about to sink salute you. Ah, oh my god, I almost hit that. Come on. Did I get the kill? I got first blood. Let's go.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
Come on. Okay.
Enemy battleship
Oh.
sunk.
Well, I got him, but I crashed. Let's hit the repairs.
This seemed to have become a recurring theme.
Oh! Oh, I got him! But I have hit an island. That seems to happen to me a lot.
Eventually, I got to check in again on the card game.
All my cards are repaired. It beats the motorboat instantly because I have the afterburner.
Eventually, I just decided to brute force it.
So the afterburner hits this guy. The AA also hits this guy, so the bomber gets really reduced. This one helps the fighter out, and this one deals with the motorboat by itself, while buffing the javelin to 200 damage. Okay.
I got more ships and won some more missions. Some after way too much time strategizing. I then continued completing missions and drawing more cards, and soon enough I completed the last mission of the day. And don't forget that World of Warships is a free-to-play game, and you can use the invite code Dynamo1940 to unlock these in-game rewards.